the final tomorrow in their first match today. They go up against the Unicorns of Love, a team that beat them yesterday with a dominant performance. So let's...
Can have some pretty far-reaching consequences. I'm surprised Jensen missed both of those CS.
Oh, Ray getting baited in. Yordle fight, but there's a fat man from behind, and that is not what you want to see if you're Ray. In he goes, Ray. Oh, first blood gonna drop for the Unicorns of Love.
I feel like we've seen this before. The key thing is Exile, because so many of the early deficits come from a kill going down onto him. We may not have time as another gank happens.
Return gank.
Moving forward, Contract's trying to leap in, looking for the 4-stack. The Ferocity is just gonna lock him down, and that's the death for Vizichachi and the kill for C9.
And even though we're doing absolutely fine in farm, we still don't have the push, so our tower is gradually getting killed as a gank happens mid.
Exile now running for his life. Contract's now moving forward. Exile so low, gonna lock him up. Contract's on the Rengar, coming in. He's threatened the top lane, and it is all out aggression, but now he's locked up under the tower.
Out, gets it.
Vizichachi, the hop, the jump away, but now pulled back. Ray just gonna finish this one out.
Beautiful play there from C9, but Chachi's gonna get out.
There's the charge, blast cone. Ray's not gonna find it. Chachi, you madman!
It looked like Ray was almost trying to give the kill to Sneak.
The man of mystery himself, Mr. Vizichachi. But let's have a look at how this gang happens earlier on, because Jensen had taken a few favorable trades early on during the laning phase. He's able to successfully land the chain, and now you can see how much harder it is for Exile to escape. Interestingly, he's not really expecting the gang to happen, because he walks back. Wait, no, he must have. That's why he declared.
Arrow goes into Vizichachi. He's about to turn many. Perfect timing from Cloud9, but that is the interrupt. In comes the charge onto the backside. Exile in trouble. They're looking to take him down. Exile going to drop. Now Ray is on the front lines running face first into Samix. He's going to get dismounted. Smoothie going to try to back it off, and Unicorns are going to pull away, but that is the kill in the favor of Cloud9. Suddenly, though, Cersei moving forward. Jensen backing off. Hylissang going in alone, and he's going to pay with his life for that one. That's going to be the 2-0.
He can't even get his ulti out. And then just keep your eyes on Ray down in the river. He's waiting for the flank. And I heard the players just shouting, focus Kassadin, focus Kassadin. And that is immediately who the entire team collapsed upon as they shut down Exile.
Yeah, they get him with the Braum, and then they want to continue chasing. But Samix, to his credit, gets a lot of damage through onto the rest of C9 to make them back away. And then a bit of overconfidence by UOL for sure. Beautiful flash by Sneaky there. Otherwise, he would have been hit by Cersei's taunt flash, or body slam flash, and then a questionable Abyssal Voyage by Hylissang.
I feel like Unicorns of Love are just going to be the team that wins Jensen out on the stall. But not going to stall for much longer. The double bounce coming in for Vizichachi. Range extended on this patch. May not be the biggest
factor. Fight C9 wants when they're not fighting the majority of UOL.
Wallop comes down. Kled charging in. Is going to find Cersei, not the target that he wanted. Vizichachi tries to throw him back. Boulder goes.
This is a little bit more standard. And now that we're approaching the 30 minutes, I really am expecting a big fight.
Smoothie getting aggressive. Out comes the ultimate from Rengar. Maybe this is the engage option. Samix spat over the wall. They are going to look for the pick onto Hylissang. He pops the thick skin and flashes right over Vizichachi, looking for the disengage. Ray not going to connect with the ult, but Hylissang is going to get popped. And now Cloud9 is moving forward. Contract's going to try to lock him up, but it's Samix untouched in the backline. The Twitch looking for the turn and burn, and here comes Exile. Smoothie running for his life. The Rift Walk from Exile. The slow not going to be enough. Exile on the front lines. Vizichachi throwing the boulder. Cloud9 getting destroyed.
And Cloud9, they overcommit to a fight, and Unicorns of Love are able to find the turnaround in that narrow choke point. Massive team fight swing, 4 dead for C9.
After so much of the game being passive.
Baron now uncontested, and just not enough respect given over. C9 so close. One more pick, walking away. That could have been their Baron. That could have been their fight, but they just stick around too long.
Yeah, well, they see Kassadin in the side lane without teleport, so they know they can go. They can force a fight. They get a lot of damage onto Hylissang. They burn summoner spells across the board, but they commit almost all their damage onto Tahm Kench and then trap themselves in this really small corridor where they've used everything, and Twitch can then free hit. And by the way, Exile is now here, so it's no longer a 5v5. C9 walk right into a very small space against a Twitch and Kassadin, and they pay the price.
Yeah, man, what a great fight from the Unicorns of Love. Really getting a fantastic turnaround.
All the games, man.
Figured it out. Now it's 2-0, and now they're looking to head at least to another win to start Jensen. One more auto, the flash away to stop the expunge. Exile now has to run for his life. He's exhausted. Ultimate not going to connect. The slow animation.
Here comes the collapse.
Suddenly Vizichachi on the back line. He's stunned up. They don't have the damage to kill him, and now Exile is leaping forward, but Ray is coming in with that charge. Who's he going to latch onto? It's Vizichachi in the mini-nar. Exile goes golden, but Hylissang can't devour him, and he gets stunned up before he can. C9, this might be the fight that they need. Samix now leaping forward. That's the spray and pay, the double kill for Sneaky. The Ash is looking to turn this back. Xerxes on the backside. He's trying to kill Jensen. Can he get the damage down? Yes. Now Vizichachi in Meganar. He is running forward. Ray has remounted, and suddenly Unicorns of Love are starting to lose. But it's Samix with the turn and the burn and taken down the
a long time before Twitch arrives, and they make Exile use all of his Rift Walks in retreat rather than going for Sneaky. The Ash Arrow not landing at the start actually misses a lot, and then the Den missed a bunch of skill shots on top of that. So the idea of the fight was good. Missing the skill shots, not the best form of execution. But on top of that, towards the end of the fight, I think Sneaky actually played this really well, kiting back from a lot of spells.
Yeah, I was really impressed with his constant, really good positioning. Like, he's always keeping on the edge. Exile was a little bit aggressive, flashing in to try and get the kill, but then you think, oh, this is going to go really well for C9, especially with the fact that Ray going to remount too. They're now in a 4 versus 3. They still have their AD carry alive, but then Samix stealths up. Sneaky doesn't realize that he's come back in, and then with Xerxes, the additional CC to set up
to devour him. Then Hylissang getting stunned as he comes out and unable to complete it, but now they just run it down mid. Now they're looking to keep the action going. Vizichachi in trouble, could get picked off. Does go Mega, does try to turn this one back, uses the Gargoyle Stoneblade, buys time. Baited, outsmarted. Unicorns of Love coming in. Now Exile just cleaning it up.
Absolute obliteration once again from Vizichachi. He destroys C9, and UOL are looking to take down C9.
Oh, and Jensen.
Stoneblade into Nar into absolute demolition.
Unicorns of Love, they're gonna do it. They're gonna take down Cloud9 for the second time and move up yet another win on the path to the finals of Rift Rivals.
Yeah, 3 wins for Unicorns now. That moves them above all other EU teams. Fnatic can keep pace if they beat TSM in their next game, but this is not what you would have expected after day 1. Unicorns looked miserable in their first 2 games, but now they're on a 3-game streak. Keeping the superstitions going every time. Bald head, all the hands on it.
Shave the chair. That's what was holding them back.
Every time they do that after a game, they win the next game.
Oh, man.
Speaking of trends.
It was all about the initial sacrifice for the later success. But what this also means is that G2 are now out of contention for the finals. It is a battle between the Unicorns of Love and Fnatic. And given the consistent dominance of G2, so many fans are excited now to see what can be brought to the finals of here in Europe, because the Unicorns, yes, they had a rough day 1. They seemed like they still had the same issues.